Hello and welcome back to English Hub, your one stop destination for everything. Today we are here with a detailed explanation of the chapter The Happy Prince from the Moment book NCERT Class 9th, written by Oscar Wilde. So before beginning the detailed explanation of the chapter, let us know a little bit about the writer Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde was the Irish poet and a playwright who lived from 16th October 1854 to 30th November 1900. He was born in Dublin, Ireland, and attended Trinity College, Dublin. He has written many famous poems and plays, and one of them is Happy Prince. Now let us see the summary of Happy Prince. The Happy Prince is a touching story about kindness, sacrifice, compassion, and true happiness. Although the prince is called happy, the story shows that the real happiness comes from helping others, not from wealth or beauty. Oscar Wilde uses symbols and characters to criticize social inequality and teach moral values. The story begins with a beautiful statue called the Happy Prince. Standing high above in the center of a city, the statue was covered with gold leaves. The eyes were made up of bright sapphire, and a large red ruby is fixed in the hilt of its sword. And people were used to admire the beauty of the statue and the richness of it. They think the happy prince is truly happy. But the truth was that the happy prince looks happy from outside only. But inside, the prince is full of sorrow, the sorrows of the people whom he can see around him. But the reality was, the statue looks happy from outside. But inside, the prince is full of sorrows, the sorrows of his people, whom now he can see, as now he is being placed at the center of a tall column in the middle of the city. So he can observe all the things that are going around him. He can see the sorrow of his people, which earlier in his life, when he was alive and lived in a palace of Sanssouci, where he never saw poverty or suffering. But now, as a statue placed high above the city, he can see the poor children crying, hungry people suffering, sick and helpless citizen of his kingdom. He can see everything now. Seeing all this makes him weep bitterly. This all shows the ignorance of suffering is not happiness. Now in the story is the arrival of a bird, swallow. A little swallow stops at the prince's feet while flying to Egypt to escape from winter. Swallow was delayed because he had fallen in love with the reed and later realized it was a foolish attachment. So he is being delayed. He has missed his friends who have already flown to Egypt. And now he is all alone, flying towards the Egypt. But as he is tired, he has to spend the night somewhere to regain his energy. So he found a very beautiful place at the tall column under the feet of Happy Prince. The swallow plans to stay only one night, and he saw that the view is very pretty as the Happy Prince is covered with golden leaves, and he feel that it would be the best place for him, for the bird to spend the night. But as the swallow was about to sleep, suddenly a drop of water fell on it. Swallow looked around, but nothing was there. Then again the second one came. He looked at the sky. The sky was completely clear. So where this water is coming from? Swallow thought that it's such a beautiful place, but water is coming out from somewhere. Again the third drop of the water fell, and Swallow looked up. He saw that it is coming from the eyes of Happy Prince. Swallow asked Happy Prince, "Why are you crying? Are you crying because you are made up of gold?" That was just a kind of a question that the bird asked. But Happy Prince told the bird full story, a story about the suffering of a seamstress whom Happy Prince can see. And he told that there, far away, he can see that there is a poor seamstress whose only son is sick and hungry. The prince asked Swallow to take the ruby from his sword and give it to her. The swallow hesitated first, argued little bit, but then agrees. This shows the prince's generosity and compassion. And this way Prince asked the swallow to stay with him for a time, for a while. And Swallow took that ruby to the seamstress who was stitching the gown of princess of a queen who is supposed to dance in the ball while wearing that gown. And somewhere far away, that queen is thinking that the seamstress is very lazy, will not be able to complete her own gown, will not be able to complete the gown for her. But the seamstress was completely tired. And Swallow put the ruby on the table, flapped its wing onto the boy. Boy was very happy on feeling of the air as he was suffering from the fever. Next day, Swallow went towards the sea, observed the sea, enjoyed the moment, and came back to the happy prince, saying goodbye to him. He told him about Egypt, about the pyramids, about the trees and the desert of Egypt. But then Happy Prince told him to stay one more night with him, as he can see a young playwright who is suffering from cold and hunger, and he wants to help him. But he cannot move as he is a statue. So he asked help from Swallow. He wants to give away one sapphire, one eye, and Swallow at first again argued with Happy Prince, but soon was agreed with the points of Happy Prince. But soon he was agreed with Happy Prince and took that one sapphire and gave it to the playwright, who was tired and asleep because he was hungry, and as he was hungry and feeling cold could not complete the play at the time. The happy prince becomes partially blind but feels happy on helping others. Next day again Swallow moved into the city and saw different kinds of things around him. He finally thought of saying goodbye to Happy Prince, but Prince again told one story to him. The story of a little girl, a poor girl, who was selling matches, but her matches has fallen into gutter and is unable to sell the matches. And the girl is scared as when she will be going home, her father will beat her or she will be punished. So she is scared and wants to earn some money. Now Happy Prince wants Swallow to give away the second sapphire, the eye of Happy Prince. This will make Prince completely blind. So, so Swallow was not at all agreeing with Happy Prince. After a lot of discussion, finally Swallow agreed and gave away the second sapphire to the poor girl. Now Happy Prince was completely blind, and Swallow decided to be a loyal companion to Happy Prince and refused to leave for Egypt. Finally, the prince asked Swallow to remove all the gold leaves from its body, distribute it among the poor. Swallow flew up high in the sky and saw different people, poor and rich, Rich were happy, merry in their own world, ignoring the poor. And the poor were suffering under the bridge. They were feeling cold next to the house of rich people from where the poor children were being asked to move off, asked to move on, or were pushed away from the house to keep their richness, to enjoy their richness. The poor children were asked to leave, and they were living together, suffering in the cold under the bridge. Now Swallow was used to look around, see the suffering, the misery of the people, and tell Happy Prince about it. On hearing to the story, Happy Prince asked Swallow to distribute the gold leaves, one to each of the people around. This way, Happy Prince distributed all the gold leaves to the people around from who were suffering, and now the Happy Prince statue is completely ugly, dull, shabby looking. The poor become happy and fed, but the poor become happy and fed. This is the true beauty that tells the true beauty lies in kindness, not in appearance. Now the winter arrives. Swallow was weak and feeling cold and hungry. Swallow was weak and feeling cold and hungry. But before dying, the swallow told Happy Prince that he's going. The swallow kissed the Happy Prince and said goodbye and died under the feet of Happy Prince. At that moment, Prince let heart break into parts. After the winter passed and the weather was fine, then one fine day the mayor and the councillor moved around the city. They saw the city and they saw the prince statue. The prince statue, which was once the attraction of the kingdom, was once the tourist attraction, is now completely shabby, ugly looking statue. It was no longer town's pride, no longer golden, no longer beautiful, and they declared it as useless. They told to remove the statue and throw it into the furnace to melt it. They also placed a notice that no bird is allowed to die on the statue on seeing the dead body of Swallow. Now the Happy Prince statue was thrown into the furnace and it was melted, but still the lead heart of Happy Prince did not melt, doesn't melt. It was thrown away into the dust of heap where the swallow was lying. Dead swallow was lying. This whole thing was observed by an angel who was being sent by the god to bring two most precious things from the city. The angel brought the heart of Happy Prince, the lead heart of Happy Prince, and the dead swallow. God accepted them and regarded and rewarded them with eternal life in heaven. So this way, Happy Prince and Swallow into the king were together in the kingdom of God, living happily. Now let us see the themes of the story. The themes that can be seen are true happiness. True happiness does not comes from just by having something, but it comes from helping others, helping the needy, helping the miserable people who are suffering, helping those. Sacrifice can be seen in the chapter, the sacrifice of giving comfort for others. giving up comfort for others. Compassion for the poor can also be seen in the chapter that how Happy Prince was devoted towards the poor people, towards the people who were suffering, and how he helped them. The chapter also shows the inner beauty versus outer beauty. The inner beauty of Happy Prince, the led heart of Happy Prince, who observe everything around him and help them out by giving away his own outer beauty, his gold leaves and precious stones. The main characters and the symbols in the chapter were Happy Prince. A selfless love and compassion is shown by Happy Prince. Swallow, a loyal bird, a loyal companion of Happy Prince, one who sacrificed itself. Gold and jewels can seen, the wealth used for good. Lead heart, true human emotions are observed through the lead heart. And the city which shows the social inequality, where the richest were merries and poor were in sorrow. The whole chapter shows the social inequality about the poor and the rich, the lifestyle of poor and the rich. The story tells us that the real happiness lies in selfless service, not wealth. Love and sacrifice are the greatest virtues. True beauty is kindness of heart, not outward appearance. I hope the chapter is clear, and if you have any doubts, do write it in comment box. Remember to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.